Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Perhaps the desire of the thing called fame is what torments you. If so, then see how soon everything is forgotten, and look at the chaos of infinite time which lies on each side of the present, and then look at the emptiness of applause, and the fickleness and the lack of judgment in those who pretend to give you praise. And then look at the narrowness of its domain, and be satisfied at last. For the whole earth is a point, and how small a nook is your little dwelling, and how few are there in it, and what kind of people are they anyway, who would praise you? Suppose then that you have given up this worthless thing called fame. What then remains that is worth valuing? This, in my opinion, to move yourself and to restrain yourself in conformity to your proper constitution, to which end all employments and arts lead. For every art aims at this, that the thing that has been made should be adapted to the work for which it has been made, and the vine planter who looks after the vine, the horsebreaker, and he who trains the dog seek this end. Will you not cease to value many other things also? Then you will be neither free nor sufficient for your own happiness, and not without passion either. For of necessity you must be envious, jealous, and suspicious of those who can take away those things, and plot against those who have that which is valued by you. But to revere and honor your own mind will make you content with yourself. It will put you in harmony with society, and in agreement with the gods, praising all that they give and have ordered. How strangely men act! They will not praise those who are living at the same time as them, and living with themselves, but to be themselves praised by posterity, by those whom they have never seen and never will see. This they set much value on. But this is very much the same as if you should be grieved because those who have lived before you did not praise your name. Take care that you are not made into a Caesar. Keep yourself simple, good, pure, serious, free from affectation, a friend of justice, a worshipper of the gods, kind, affectionate, strenuous in all proper acts. Strive always to continue to be such as philosophy wished to make you. There is only one fruit of this earthly life, a pious disposition and social action. About fame, look at the minds of those who seek fame and observe what they are, and what kind of things they avoid and what kinds of things they pursue, and then consider that as the heaps of sand piled on one another to hide the former sand, so in life the events that go before are soon covered up by those that come after. So see that you secure this present time to yourself. For those who would rather pursue posthumous fame do not consider that the men of tomorrow will be exactly like the men of today, those whom they cannot bear now, and both are mortal. And what is it to you anyway if these men of tomorrow utter this or that sound, or have this or that opinion about you? What does it matter? You have but a short time left to live, so live as on a mountaintop. For it makes no difference whether a man lives there or here, or if he lives everywhere in the world as in a state of political community. Let men see, let them know a real man who lives according to nature. If they cannot endure him, then let them kill him, for that is better than to live as these men do. No longer talk at all about the kind of man that a good man ought to be, but be such a man. In everything that you do, pause and ask yourself if death is a dreadful thing, because it deprives you of this. There is no man so fortunate that there shall not be by him when he is dying some who are pleased with what is going to happen. Suppose that he was a good and wise man. Will there not be at last someone who says to himself, "Let us at last breathe freely, being relieved from this schoolmaster"? It is true that he was harsh to none of us, but I perceived that he tacitly condemned us. And this is what is said of a good man. So in our own case, how many other things are there for which there are many who wish to get rid of us? You will consider this then when you are dying, and you will depart more contentedly by reflecting thus: I am going away from a life in which even my associates, in behalf of whom I have striven so much, prayed for, and cared for, wish me to depart, hoping perchance to get some little advantage by my departure. Why then should a man cling to a longer stay here in this life? Do not, however, for this reason go away less kindly disposed to them, but preserving your own character, friendly and benevolent and mild, and not as if you were torn away, but rather should your withdrawal from them be as the gentle slipping away of a soul from a body that can see when a man makes a peaceful end. For nature united you to them, and now she dissolves that union. I am separated as from kinsmen, not, however, dragged while resisting, but without compulsion, for this too is one of the things according to nature. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet he still sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. So what do you wish? To continue to exist? Well, what do you wish to have in continuation of existence? Sensation? Movement? Growth? And then again to cease to grow? To use your speech or to think? What is there of all these things that seems to you worth desiring? But if it is easy to set little value on all these things, turn to that which remains, which is to follow reason and God. But it is inconsistent with honoring reason and God to be troubled because by death a man will be deprived of other things. Not even death can bring terror to him who regards that alone is good which comes in due season. Man, you have been a citizen in this great state. What difference does it make to you whether for 5 years or 100? For under its laws, equal treatment is meted out to all. What hardship then is there in being banished from the city? Not by a tyrant or by an unjust judge, but by nature, who brought you into it. So might a praetor who has employed an actor dismiss him from the stage? But I have not played my 5 acts, but only 3, you say. Very possibly. But in life, 3 acts are the whole drama. For what shall be a complete drama is determined by him who once was the cause of its composition, and now of its dissolution. But you are the cause of neither. Depart then satisfied, for he who also releases you is satisfied.